Hi, Paramanand Ashok Pawar, working as an assistant professor in electrical engineering department, NB Navale, Sinhagad College of Engineering, Solapur. I have completed my BE from Government College of Engineering, Jalgaon, and M.Tech in Power System from TIT Bhopal. Now, I am having the total teaching experience, that is 8 years. Today, we are studying one of the important topic of alternator, and that topic is determination of voltage regulation by MMF method. The MMF is magnetomotive force. Sometimes this method is also called as the ampere turn method to finding out the voltage regulation of a alternator. So let's will discuss in detail what do you mean by MMF method. So MMF, the long form of MMF, that is magnetomotive force. So the magnetomotive force, also known as magnetic potential, so this is the property of a certain substance or phenomena that gives rise to the magnetic field. So magnetomotive force is the property of that particular material or a substance which will give the rise to the magnetic field. So magnetomotive force is analogous to the electromotive force or voltage in electricity. Sometimes the unit of MMF is called as Gilbert, that is capital G, is used as to quantify the MMF. So the ampere turn is the MKS unit. So another name of that particular technique is the ampere turn method. So the ampere turn is the unit, that is MKS, unit of magnetomotive force, represented by a direct current of 1 ampere flowing in a single turn loop in a vacuum. That is, turns refers to the winding, that is number of electrical conductors comprising an inductor. So this is called as MMF or ampere turn method. So ampere, why it is called as ampere turn? Because the unit of magnetomotive force in MK system, that is ampere turn. That's why this system is also called as a ampere turn method to finding out the voltage regulation of a alternator. So let's will start the step or procedure while determining the voltage regulation by MMF method. So the first step is that to plot open circuit characteristics of alternator. So in last video that we know that what do you mean by the OCC, that is the plot between the field current versus, that is voltage generated, that is phase generated voltage, that is VPH. And second step to plot short circuit characteristics. So as we know that the short circuit characteristics is the field current versus short circuit current. So what is the difference in between the EMF method and the MMF method? So in the EMF method we cannot consider the armature reaction effect, but in this method of MMF we are considering the demagnetizing effect of the armature reaction of alternator. So in this method the demagnetizing effect of armature reaction is considered. Therefore this method is giving better result than the previous method, that is EMF method. So in this method, what is the changes are there? We want to find out, that is ampere turn required to produce full load current when the vector sum of. So for understanding or to solving this method, we want to calculate the value of IF1 and IF2. So because the field current has its two components, first of all we want to calculate the component with respect to open circuit characteristic, that is considered as an IF1. Similarly, we can calculate the value of IF2. So the value of IF2 is concerned with the short circuit characteristics of alternator. So let's start the first characteristics for the IF1. So the ampere turn required for produce the rated open circuit voltage, that is V. So the I1, if IARA drop is neglected, or ampere turn required to produce voltage V plus IARA drop, if IARA drops any JT's IF1 is not considered. So that is how to calculate the value of IF1. So the second method, that is ampere turn required to overcome the demagnetizing effect of armature reaction. So to find out the value of field ampere turns required to produce full load short circuit current, say it is IF2. So these are the two methods while calculating value of IF1 and IF2. So as we know that in the finding of the voltage regulation, that is depending upon the power factor of a alternator, that is power factor of a load basically. So if the power factor is unity power factor, so we calculate the value of IF1, that is value of IF1, that is IF2, and this will be the total ampere turns required to produce that particular effect, that is demagnetizing effect. So this is the first characteristics for the unity power factor. So similarly the second characteristics for lagging power factor, that is the IF1 current. This is a lagging power factor. So for lagging power factor, for considering the demagnetizing effect, the angle is 90 plus theta. The angle here angle is 90, so it is 90 plus theta. So for considering a leading power factor, so this is IF1, this is IF2, and the angle that is 90 minus theta for a leading power factor, and this will be the total value of IF. So considering these analogies for understanding of the concept or to finding out the value of IF1. So to find the angle between IF1 and IF2 depending upon the type of load. So first condition for unity power factor, load angle between IF1 and IF2, that is 90 degree. For lagging power factor, load angle between IF1 and IF2, that is 90 plus theta. And for leading power factor, the load angle between IF1 and IF2 is 90 minus theta. So now considering the next step is that now considering all the factor, that is OCC and SCC, power factor, the angle between IF1 and IF2, to find corresponding voltages EF related with reference field current IF. So the next step, once the EF is known from the graph, the voltage regulation that is given by the EF minus Vt divided by Vt into 100. So that will give you the percentage regulation by the MMF method. So for finding out the value of EF, we want to draw one characteristics or one graph in between the OCC and the SCC characteristics of a alternator, and the OCC characteristics give the value of IF1, the SCC characteristics will give you the value of IF2. So for combining the value of IF1 and IF2, we can get the IF, that is ampere turn required to overcome the demagnetizing effect, and after considering this effect, we'll calculate the value of EF, that is EMF, which is generated from the ampere turn method. So this method is very useful for finding out the voltage regulation. So let's start to explain. First of all, draw the OCC characteristics. The OCC characteristics, IF versus VPH. First of all, draw these characteristics. Then draw the second characteristics, that is IF versus ISC. So this is IF, this is ISC. So the plot of OCC is a straight line reducing. The plot of the plot of short circuit characteristics is a straight line. So this is the value of open circuit and short circuit test. Then the next step is that for a given value of current, we want to find out the value of IF1. So for finding out the value of IF1, we want to calculate the value, that is V. So the value of V is denoting by the dotted line from OCC characteristics. So this will be give you the value of that is IF1. So this will be the value of IF1 first thing. So after that we want to find out the value of IF2. So the IF2 is calculated by the short circuit characteristics. So the short circuit characteristics from the IF2 value is that is a value of IF2. So combining the value, that is first of all draw this IF1, then calculate the value, that is IF2, because it is a lagging. For this case we are considering that is lagging power factor, so it will be a IF2. By combining of that particular characteristics, will get the value of IF. So this IF is a combination of both IF1 and IF2. So from these characteristics, the angle for the EF is 90 plus theta, because we are considering that is it is a lagging power factor, so that angle is a 90 plus theta. So it will give you the value of EF, and this value of EF is corresponding to that term. So the value of EF is that which is slightly greater than this value is greater than the V. Suppose if you know the value of V, we know the value of E, then it will be easy to understand or to calculate the value of voltage regulation of a alternator by MMF method. So below that, one is graph is there in which there is a voltage. So the current is lagging by angle 5, so it is V, it is IA. So for sake of understanding, to find out the ampere turn, this is the value of IF1, this is the value of IF2. So from IF1 and IF2, we can find out the value of IF with an angle that is 90 plus theta, that is 90 degree plus theta. So this is the consideration of phasor representation of the MMF method. So in this way, if we are calculating the value of EF, then it will be easy to calculate the value of voltage regulation. So this is the MMF method to calculate the voltage regulation of alternator. Thank you.